What's up, YouTube? This is the Almighty Croak with you. And today we're going to bring you a battle. It was against a guy from the Montreal Pokemon League. His name is Spence in game. And what happened is we both decided to go with the mono bug team. He chose a wild card. I didn't. I went with a full bug team. And let's see what's going to happen with this battle. And there's a really good surprise in it. You'll see. So I decide to lead off with my Chuckle because I wanted to set up my sticky web so that later on I could just try and sweep. And he lead offs with his Volcarona. He withdraws. I don't know why. If I was him, I would have gone for a Quiver Dance. But instead, he brings out his Gliscor. And I used the occasion to set up my sticky web because I knew I could handle any hit that the Volcarona would do. So there goes the Toxic Orb activates. I withdraw, and I was honestly expecting a Toxic. So I went out into my own Scissor to take off the Toxic, but instead he goes for knockoff and takes out my Lumberry, but it doesn't really matter. So I knew he's gonna withdraw, so I take the occasion to go for a Sword Stance right here. And Sticky Web affects his Volcarona since he's not Flying type. So I go for the Sword Stance. And I know I outspeed thanks to the Sticky Web, so instead of going for a Bullet Punch, I go for Next Scissor, and that does quite a lot of damage for resisted. But now he goes for a Fury Dance, and honestly, I didn't expect my Scissor to be useful, but it kind of comes and screws me up afterwards. So now, since I see that his Volcarona is barely living, I go into my Rafflecopter, the Yanmega, and I go for a Nair Slash because I'm pretty sure it's gonna KO the Volcarona, seeing how much HP it has left. And now my Speed Boosts activate. So now he goes for his own Gliscor, and this is a really funny part. I go for a Nair Slash and I miss, and then he goes for his own Toxic and he misses as well. So my Speed Boost activates, so I'm at +2 right now. Honestly, I screwed up on the item on my Yanmega, or else I could have 2-hit KO the Gliscor. But instead of having a Life Orb, I have a Shell Bell on my Yanmega. So now I go for another Air Slash because it's the only move I could do. Too bad I don't have Giga Drain. I'm gonna give it Giga Drain with the new tutor moves. So I go for a second Air Slash, hoping for the flinch, because I knew that Gliscor is gonna do Gliscor shenanigans. So now he goes for Roost, and he heals up a good amount. So basically that's what's gonna happen. Air Slash is gonna Roost until I get my flinch. He heals up, I get my Speed Boost, I go for a second Air Slash again. And this time I heal up some damage, but it doesn't really matter. And he gets flinched this time. So yeah, that's pretty awesome for me. It kind of stops him from healing up a little bit. And I'm still at, I don't know how much I am at plus at speed, but it's okay. So I don't know what he wanted to do. So I just go for a Nair Slash because either he would switch out or his Gliscor would die to a Nair Slash to my Rafflecopter. And that does quite a lot of damage to the Scissor. Scissor. So now toxic damage is starting to really rack up on my Yanmega. And he goes for a Bullet Punch. It's enough to kill my Yanmega, but it gives me the occasion to bring in my Volcarona. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. And I know I outspeed thanks to the Sticky Web on the field, but he decides to withdraw instead and sends out his Gliscor. I just went for a Fury Dance, hoping for the boost on. I mean, it's 50% chance. So yeah, I get the special attack increase, and now he sends out Galvantula. This is a really unfortunate event in the match. Like, I decided that I would go for Quiver since I outspeed the Galvantula, and I know I could take a hit from the Galvantula. He goes with Thunder. I mean, it is 98% accuracy with Galvantula's ability. But he get the paralysis here. So my quiver dance is worth nothing, except that I'm going to be able to defeat it next turn. Except that Gargantua is always focus sash. Yeah. He hangs on to his focus sash, and thanks to the paralyze, he outspeeds me, and I'm at +2. But the thunder right here is enough to take me out. So now I send out my Beedrill, and look at this. Look exactly what I'm gonna do, and if it, you're gonna see what's gonna happen. I Mega Evolve and go for the Fell Stinger. So I got a +2 Beedrill on the field. Unfortunately, his Scizor is still alive. Had his Scizor not been alive, I could have just swept his whole team with my Beedrill. But he decides to go for the Bullet Punch right here. Stupid Scizor, why couldn't you die earlier? And not only does he defeat me with a Bullet Punch, he gets a crit. So now what I bring out is Chuckle, because I have nothing left to do. I have basically no Pokemons left, if I recall. He goes for the Sword Stance, I go for the Infestation, because it's the only move that my Chuckle has. So now Infestation damage is going to rack up. I'm expecting the Bullet Punch. Yeah, here comes the Bullet Punch. I survived thanks to my Sturdy. And I went for the rest in this turn. Rocky Helmet is going to do some damage, and Life-Orbs, so his Scizor is down. I should have done that earlier, honestly. So now I go for the rest, and I heal up all my Chuckle's moves. And he brings out his own Beedrill. I can't really do anything with my Chuckle since I'm asleep, so I just go for the Infestation. I mean, there's no point in going for Toxic, and Sticky Web's already on the field. So I go for Infestation, but unfortunately I'm asleep. And let's see how much this Poison Jab actually does. It does 22 HP, which is not bad. I think that Rocky Helmet damage is doing more than what he's hitting me. So now he goes for a U-turn to switch out into his Chuckle. And uses U-turn to switch out from my Chuckle, and my Chuckle is unfortunately asleep. So now he sends out Riftworm, his Colipede. That's actually a really nice name. Sticky Web is gonna drop his defense, and my Chuckle is fast asleep. I really can't do anything. So he goes for Sword Stance. I go for Infestation. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I wake up this turn, go for Infestation. And I noticed that the item on his Scolipede is Leftovers. And I have Infestation damage doesn't do enough to actually cancel the Leftovers. So right here, I only have Chuckle and Ledian left. And my Ledian can't do anything since it has Bug Buzz, Light Screen, Safeguard, and Roost. No. Bug Buzz, Roost, Toxic, and Safeguard. And it was quite unfortunate. I mean, Scizor really destroyed my Beedrill, and I really wanted to try out Fell Stinger Beedrill. It could have been a really awesome sweep. Alright people, thank you for watching. If you liked my video, please leave a like, a comment, or subscribe. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.